Tonight, when you climb into your bed, you'll pull up your blanket, maybe scroll your phone for a bit, and drift off to sleep without a single worry. But 3 million years ago, when the sun went down, your ancestors faced a completely different reality. No walls, no roof, no door to lock. Just darkness. Just the sound of predators closing in. And just the desperate question. Where do we sleep tonight? And will we even survive until morning? This is the untold story of how ancient humans slept, long before they ever found a single cave. Welcome back, and if you're new here, hit subscribe, because we explore the questions that history class never bothered to answer. Today, we're traveling back 3 million years, to a time before Homo sapiens even existed. When our primitive ancestors roamed the African landscape, and somehow, against all odds, survived every single night. What you're about to learn will completely change how you think about sleep, survival, and what it truly means to be human. Let's go Deciduous Tree Part 1, Sleeping in Trees, the original bedroom. Let's start at the very beginning. Our earliest ancestors, creatures like Australopithecus, were not fully human. Not yet. They were closer to apes than to us, and what do apes do at night? They sleep in trees not by accident. Not out of laziness. But out of pure, calculated survival strategy. Think about it. Sleeping on the ground at night in prehistoric Africa meant becoming dinner.
Lion, léopard, hyéna.
Giant prehistoric snakes. The ground after dark was essentially a death trap, so our ancestors did something extraordinary. They climbed up, and they built. Just like chimpanzees and gorillas do today, early humans constructed sleeping nests in the branches, weaving leaves and flexible branches together into a surprisingly stable, cushioned platform. In 2014, Oxford University researchers studied chimpanzee nests in Tanzania. They found these nests were so skillfully engineered, interlocking branches like a natural spring system, that they actually functioned like a primitive mattress. Strong enough to hold weight. Flexible enough to be comfortable. And most importantly, 30 feet off the ground where most predators simply couldn't reach. So yes, your ancestors had a bed. It was made of wood and leaves. And it was floating in the treetops of ancient Africa. Part 2, Fire Changes Everything. Now here's where everything changes. Roughly 1 million years ago, our ancestors, by this point more evolved, smarter, learned to control fire. And this single moment may be the most important event in all of human history. Because fire didn't just cook food. Fire rewrote the rules of the night. Before fire, night equals darkness equals danger equals death. After fire, night equals warmth equals community equals safety. Predators, lions, wolves, hyenas, are all instinctively terrified of fire. A burning campfire created an invisible protective barrier that no animal dared to cross. For the first time, our ancestors could come down from the trees. They could sleep on the ground, gathered in a group, in a circle around the fire. And this is when social sleeping was born. Sleeping in a group meant rotating watch shifts. While some slept, others stayed awake, alert, listening, guarding. A natural, human alarm system. Scientists believe fire did more than protect sleeping humans, it actually grew our brains. Safer sleep meant deeper sleep. Deeper sleep meant more REM cycles. And more REM sleep meant faster brain development. This is called the sleep and brain evolution theory, and it suggests that your intelligence today is partly a result of your ancestors sleeping safely by a fire. Part 3, Nature as Shelter. But fire wasn't always available. And trees weren't always the answer either. So what else did our ancestors use? The answer: everything. Nature offered these early humans were remarkably resourceful. They read the landscape like a survival manual. Rocky overhangs and cliff faces. Before caves, there were ledges. Natural rock formations that blocked wind and rain, provided shade and cover, and crucially, limited the directions from which a predator could approach. Tall grass and dense bush in open savanna terrain. Groups would move deep into thick brush or tall grass at nightfall. This was camouflage. Pure and simple. If a predator can't see you, it can't hunt you. Dry riverbeds and ravines. These natural depressions offered walls on multiple sides, protection without needing to build anything. And they were often near water sources, which was essential.